All right, here we go.
Awesome.
All right, so this is DC Marvel Anime's podcast. My name is DC Marvel Anime.
And I'm Spider22.
And today, well, we've been gone for quite a while, but that just anyway. We've got some big news to talk about, so let's just get right on into it. You want to start off?
Yeah, what should we start with first? Because there's a lot.
Yeah, there is. All right, so I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this Red Dead Redemption remake.
Oh yeah.
Let me send you the link to it.
All right.
So you can read it again. I'll send it to the Discord. Oh shit! Hold on.
I'd be interested in seeing the first one get remade.
There you go.
With the same graphics as the second one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, seeing the same is because I've only played the second game, and I thought that was a great like prequel to the original. So like if this ever really gets a remake, which hopefully it does. I mean, it seems like it is, but I don't know. Let me see. Let me read this. So all the recent Rockstar games ramblings from the primary focus of the eventual release of Grand Theft Auto 6, which is reportedly in development right now. But on Tuesday, this was back on June 6th, June 4th of this year. So last month. But on Tuesday, unconfirmed information surfaced online claiming that Rockstar, has a big surprise for their fans of the major game franchise of the Red Dead Redemption. An alleged leak posted anonymously on the sketchy online forum 4chan claimed that Rockstar is currently working on a Red Dead Redemption remake set for launch early next year. The anonymous user didn't provide any concrete evidence to support their claims. They just said that this would be a way for the company to hold fans over as they await the release of GTA 6. Here's the juiciest parts with the part of the now deleted 4chan post. It'll be a remake. It'll be Red Dead Redemption remake for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. Basically, Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2's engine, with some of the new shit like better hunting and fishing, and few voice actors have been brought back, including Rob
Weedoff,
yeah. to record some new lines. I'd expect new missions, announcements sometime soon. Release is scheduled for January 1st to June 30th, 2021. GTA announcement. GTA 6 announcement is summer of 2022. The mention of a potential remake caused excitement on the Reddit's gaming channel community, but it trusted Rockstar leaker Yan2295 slashed those hopes on Wednesday. I don't understand why everyone jumping on this news. They tweeted it's coming from a random post.
You said there was new dialogue, right?
It said so. He says that a few voice actors have been brought back, including Rob Reinfeldt, or Wheatonfeld, to record new lines. So I don't know.
I'm wondering if any of the new lines will mention Arthur now, because in the first one he wasn't mentioned at all due to the fact they hadn't started Red Dead Redemption 2 yet.
Right. Which I think at that time they were probably planning it. So yeah, I can see it.
And in the second one, they actually have a reason for why he's not talked about in that game.
Yeah.
I remember John saying he doesn't like talking about him, but he thinks about him a lot. Yeah. Hey, you hear about you hear about this event happening this coming, hold on, I think it's Friday, or I think it's Saturday for Sunday. It's called Justice Con.
Justice Con, no.
Oh, it's some event that's celebrating the Snyder Cut, and it's supposed to have Zack Snyder, Ray Fisher, Deborah Snyder, and Ray Porter, and some other people. And I think they're like going to release a teaser or another teaser before they release a trailer or something at DC Fandom.
Right.
I'm actually interested. I just got to figure out where this event's going to happen. If it's on YouTube, that's my best guess.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it keeps going on, just saying like, basically, since Rockstar has never really released a remake of its classic games, now might be the time for it to start. Since how well received like Resident Evil 3 and 2 and 3 were, without hard evidence. So I think it's a really good thing.
Wait, did Rockstar make Resident Evil? I didn't know that.
No, I don't think so. I think it's by somebody. I think it's by a different. I think it's by a different company. Let me see. Resident Evil 3. Oh, it's by Capcom.
Oh.
But since like those have received like really well, I see this you know, potentially being a good thing. But only time will tell.
It's gonna be interesting if it gets made.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks to Oblivion, he actually has a few um, news sources. So we'll go ahead and he is not with us right now, but he will join us at a later day. But he has given us a few extra news articles, so we can go ahead and do that whenever you're ready.
What are the articles? I'm interested in seeing.
Let's see. Let me pull it up. I'll put it. I'll send it to the Discord chat again.
All right.
There's that one. There's this one. Hold on.
You know, hey, DC, you remember how I mentioned I was still trying to decide switching over to PlayStation?
Yeah.
That's a tough decision I'm currently trying to make.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. I can see why.
I've always been an Xbox guy.
Yeah. Let me see if I can try and just Discord. There we go. Yeah, I have both consoles, so I have no plans to ever switch to PC. I'm
Yeah, I don't
sorry.
think anyone does. I've never played on PC.
I'm sorry. Even though they say that PC is the master race, I just can't see myself ever switching to that, and I'd rather just stick with the consoles. So.
Yeah, consoles are better.
But oh well. Let me see what. Okay, yeah, that's a 41 minute. That's a 41 minute video. I'm not gonna. I'll probably like to see.
Wait, man, I gotta admit, Ghost of Tsushima looks like an amazing game.
Yeah, it does.
Like, looks like Red Dead Redemption if you played as a samurai.
Yeah. Let me see what this. Let me see what the what best score. Or let me see what this says about Ghost of Tsushima. Best scored exclusive. Okay. Its official release day for Ghost of Tsushima from infamous dev Sucker Punch, and PlayStation fans can't wait to get their hands on it. By all accounts, the buzz around Ghost of Tsushima seems pretty positive, and the worst thing anyone has to say about it is its open world can feel a bit generic, but generic for the current landscape of gaming. But it's scored well. An 83 on Metacritic, so that's pretty good.
Cool. Well, you said
Though-
84?
83.
That's good.
Though I thought, and this is coming from Forbes.com, though I thought that with Ghost of Tsushima probably being the last large exclusive.
We'll get the watermelon. My back seat.
Yes.
Put it in the outside.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right.
With Domino's $5.99 is the best deal. You can feed a family of 4 for about $3 per person. Since we've all been spending so much time with our families at home, we asked one of ours to make this commercial. And enjoy safely feeding a family of 4 for about $3 per person with this. Subs, good. And 2 topping pizzas, or any 2 or more mixed match items, $5.99.
Hey, Lily from AT here with some helpful tips. Tip number 1. You can currently get the amazing iPhone 11 for half off on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhone. Second tip, you can put googly eyes on your stuff to keep yourself company. For example, that's Geraldo, he's my best friend. Oh, sorry, Nancy, I forgot you were there. Get the amazing iPhone 11 for half off on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhone.
Everyone's favorite mouse is back in the house. I think it's a hard loser having that in the house. We're taking it with you cold all the way up. You ever start what you say? Dude, I got it now. I got it. Mouse is free. Premieres Monday at midnight. Only on Adult Swim. That one is. Bottoms up. Welcome, American Johnny. We keep our only best of room for you. Would you like smoking or chain smoking?
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, good.
So, what was I going to do? Okay, yeah. Last large exclusive. Okay, so I thought that with Ghost of Tsushima probably being the last large exclusive released before the arrival of PS5 this fall, I'd try to look at the larger context, and the context shows just a phenomenal run of the games for PS4 over the past generation. Ghost of Tsushima's respectable 83 on Metacritic actually makes it what I believe is the 17th best reviewed PS4 exclusives this generation. That might sound kind of bad until you look at the master list and the caliber of the games on it. I cut a few. I cut a few that had less than 10 reviews. Some of these gotten on PC. Eventually, I have missed one or two. After all, going through about 200 games. But here's the list that I came up with Tsushima in the 17th spot. So Persona, Last of Us Remastered, God of War, Last of Us Part 2, who really gives a shit.
Yeah.
Persona 5, Uncharted 4, Journey, Bloodborne, Dreams, Horizon Zero Dawn, Neo, Spider-Man, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, Neo 2, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Ghost of Tsushima. If there's a reason that both Sony and PlayStation fans are confident about PS5's future, even with a pretty amnetic exclusive line up at launch, it's that the list, the generation of monster titles, many of which are likely to see further quality sequels, next gen. Microsoft has plenty of great exclusives too, but putting them aside, I may do that in a later post. The only two exclusives this generation that scored a 90 or above were the Forza games and the Ori high profile game entries, high profiles series are on the lower end of the list, like this. Gears of 5 and Halo 5 both at 84, but Microsoft is gearing up for a whole bunch of new first party games for the X series, for the Series X. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the quality, but it's quite a generation. But yeah, it's quite a generation if Ghost of Tsushima is considered a lower scored exclusive off to play for myself. So
Let me know how the game is.
yeah.
I've kind of lost my room right now due to my younger brother playing Fortnite on the Xbox.
Oh wow.
I got it. We got it for him to play on it because his Nintendo's have been having problems lately.
Oh really?
Yeah. But I've kind of lost my room for most of the day.
Huh. But I mean, from what he says, it's pretty good. I mean, and I think that's a good ranking for the PS4 for this Ghost of Tsushima.
Sounds good.
At least it's in the top 20 for him.
Yeah, that is true.
But anyway, let's see what else. I think that kind of covers up everything for the gaming. I mean, besides Imperial sending us this video, but with the hands-on DualSense, which I mean, I'll check it out. I mean, I'll check it out, and probably we'll do that for next time for the next podcast. Which is fine. I don't mind. But I think that kind of covers up all the gaming side of it right now. So, let's talk about.
I got a good one.
I'll go ahead.
How do you think Comic-Con at Home's gonna work next week?
Oh, is it
Or
next
this
week?
Yeah, it's this coming, I think, Thursday for Sunday. Yeah, that's it.
Comic-Con at Home.
Like, is there going to be a site it's on, or
I don't really know. I mean, that's something that's going to be interesting. I mean, if anything, I hope it is, because I mean, yeah, I really hope it is, because it and is it free?
I heard it's free.
Okay, well then that's good.
I'm just wondering how it's gonna go, because they didn't specify if they're gonna have it on like a website or some other way.
I mean, a lot of people will probably most likely they'll probably live stream it to YouTube as well. But
That could probably be it.
I don't know. I mean, I could see it having its own website as well, but I mean, I really don't know. That is something that's gonna be interesting to.
And
go ahead.
And with DC fandom, is that supposed to be on its own website, or is it gonna just be on?
Good question.
I'll have to look that up, because
yeah,
it's gonna be confusing.
DC fandom.
I'd like to know if it's gonna be on a website, or.
I mean, do they have their own website right now for it, or? Because it seemed like they. It seemed like they started. It most likely is, which is fine. But yeah, I would like to know. I heard that we are supposed to have 2 more for the DC fandom, from what that WB is supposedly announcing 2 more movies.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And that was thanks to Imperial Oblivion.
I really hope they announce Ben Affleck Batman miniseries.
Yes.
Because if you remember, I had sent that scoop from Mikey Sutton saying that AT&T is actually interested in it.
Yeah, which is great.
And Affleck feels ready to return because he doesn't have any pressure on him with Jeff Johns not being there.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So, well on that side of stuff for DC. But yeah, real quick, yeah, I don't know about like how that's gonna work with the Comic-Con at home and DC fandom.
I think I may have just found out how to Comic-Con at home works.
Oh, really?
I just found a tweet on this website, and it says Comic-Con at home is coming up, and preparing is simple. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the notification bell so you're set to see panels as soon as they're released. Plus, be sure to visit our website for more content to come. So it looks like it's going to be on YouTube.
Well, okay. Well, then I think that's a great thing then.
Now, we just gotta know how that DC event's gonna work.
Yeah, most likely, it could be the same thing
Yeah,
for all we know. But
I wish D23 was doing something like that this year.
yeah,
Because I really want to know when their Marvel shows are going to be dropping on Disney Plus.
yeah. Especially since they've got since Falcon and Winter Soldier are kind of like delayed right now. So
It sucks.
yeah. So on Metro.com, if I'm correct, on Metro, Metro .co.uk, Colin Farrell said that he actually likes the Batman script that they've written, which is interesting.
That's good.
This is what he has to, so this is what it says. So the actor is set to play the Batman villain, the Penguin, opposite of Robert Pattinson as the titular character. Colin has been talking up the script to SFX magazine, teasing that the fans can expect something unique and new, yet familiar at the same time. The whole perspective is really exciting. I'm ecstatic to be part of that universe. There are certain words that are part of the internal lexicon, and those words are Gotham City, Penguin, Joker, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Harvey Dent, and all those things, he said. I've been watching the Batman films with my kids, but this script is something that feels incredibly original. It leans into it, but it doesn't borrow. It's born of the mythology of the character Bruce Wayne. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry about that. Character Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Gotham, but it feels like a treatment and a version that I haven't seen before. Matt Reeves has done an incredible job of keeping it familiar and at the same time unique and new. It's really exciting to be part of it. He added that as he's seen Danny DeVito's version of the Penguin in 1992 film Batman Returns, calling it incredible. Our Pats Co's stars have been talking up the man himself, with Zoe Kravitz telling Variety first of all, he's really good. He's a really good actor. Started out as a teen pop star stage. Okay, so it's just probably talking about Robert Pattinson's. But I think so. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Now I just need to see it.
Yeah, I'm wondering what made him decide not to have it set in the same universe as the DCEU.
That's a good question. You know, I've been trying to figure that as well. I mean, yeah, you can say that about like the Joker.
Maybe that's what made him change his mind.
Maybe.
Probably saw like how good it did being in its own universe.
Which is fine. You know, that's his decision, and that's, you know, which is fine. You know. I am really looking forward to seeing what this noir setting type of feeling he's trying to bring to it. So that should be interesting. So anyway. So let's see. The next thing is, so apparently, so this was, since this just came out like a couple of days ago, Black Adam is now going to have Atom Smasher. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about this dude. I mean, not Atom Smasher himself. I'm just the actor who's going
Noah
to be playing.
Centineo.
Yeah, him. I have no idea who the fuck he is. Okay,
I've
sorry.
heard of him. I know he's been in a lot of Netflix films, and he was also in that god-awful Charlie's Angels movie.
Well,
but I haven't seen his acting.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from him. I don't know anything about him. So please forgive us, because he's like a nobody to me. And well, yeah. But I mean, I know the character that he is going to be playing, and I think it's a good role that he's going to be playing him, because at least I don't get to see his face. I get to see his mask. And I hope he keeps the mask on, because I don't want to see his face, because I just don't. and he better bulk up. The
Yeah.
actor Noah Centineo.
Yeah, that's the important thing about playing a comic book character.
Yeah. But basically, this is what it says. Here's a quick guide on the newest edition of the Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero vehicle is the purpose of what purpose he might serve in the movie. New Line and DC's Shazam spinoff, Black Adam, has added another superhero alongside Dwayne Johnson's titular protagonist. But for the majority of people, it's hard to deny that Noah Centineo Centineto's Atom Smasher is far from a known quality as it's possible to get. Who is the masked man? Glad you asked. Atom Smasher is Atom Smasher. Real name Al Rothstein. First appeared under the name Nucleon in 1989 or 1983's All-Star Squadron number 25 as member of Infinity Incorporation, Inc. A group made of superpowered children of World War II, superheroes of the Justice Society of America. Nucleon is he also served as a member of the Justice League for a brief period in the mid 1990s, but for the most comic book fans, it's his tenure as a member of the reformed Justice Society and relationship with Black Adam that defines the character as he's known today. I mean, Black Adam has been spent a majority of his career as a supervillain, attempted to reform by joining the Justice Society in the 1999 comic book revival of the property. This brought him into contact with Rothstein, who had by this point adopted the Atom Smasher identity in tribute to his recent deceased father, who went by the superhero identity, the Atom. To say that the two were a poor fit for each other is an understatement. After Atom Smasher was responsible for the death of supervillain Extant, the man who killed his father, he and Black Adam increasingly chafed against what they saw as unnecessary mortal boundaries that prevented them from preventing civilian casualties. The two eventually left the team and, along with the other anti-heroes, through the government of Black Adam's home country of Kondagal. Sorry. Of Black Adam's home country of Kondayak, installing Black Adam as the country's leader after a period of estrangement from the Justice Society. He's drafted into a mission. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. Anyway. Basically just giving him his entire backstory, basically. Anyway, I thought this was a cool idea. I mean, yeah, granted, I don't know him. He needs to bulk up, and he needs to keep his mask on, and he needs to keep the mask on.
Yeah.
That's
got to
that,
gain more muscle.
yeah, and I don't even know if this kid. I don't even know if this guy is even if he's skinny or not. I don't know. I don't know. And so whatever he needs to do, he needs to go ahead and, if anything, he needs to go ahead and join the gym, join Dwayne Johnson's workout program, and there you go. He's as buff as him, and there you go. But anyway, so interesting that they are introducing Atom Smasher in the Black Adam movie, which I have heard that they are supposedly introducing more characters, like doing a whole Justice Society within that movie as like a backstory. I think, if I'm correct. I don't know. I gotta double check. But that's what I heard. So if that means that Atom Smasher is part of the JSA, I think that's a good thing. So
I hope if they're bringing in Atom Smasher and the JSA, weren't isn't Hawkman or Hawkgirl a member?
yeah,
I hope they bring both of them in.
yeah, and I want Rebecca. Is it Rebecca Ferguson?
Yeah,
I want her.
yeah, she was in. I like that casting.
I want her. She played Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, Rose the Hat was her character.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
As Hawkgirl, yeah, definitely. But then you just got to find a good person to play Hawkman. But you can probably just find anybody. I mean, really. But get her to play Hawkgirl.
Speaking of Hawkgirl and Hawkman, I still find it surprising they haven't shown up in Legends of Tomorrow again.
Yeah,
They've been gone since the first season.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually died again.
Yeah. And heck, I thought they were gonna come back in season 4 because I remember reading signs saying that a former member of the Legends would come back and try to kill them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it turned out they must have gotten the stories mixed up.
Wow. So, you know, if they do introduce Hawkgirl and Hawkman, I want to see that relationship with Hawkgirl and Jon Stewart. I'm sorry, but you know, that was a good romance in the
Yeah, in the animated series.
in the animated series, and I'm a sucker for that. So, yeah,
I remember their son in Batman Beyond and that episode of Justice League. I think his name was Warhawk.
yeah. No, yeah, I think that was. Yeah, I think that's either that's his name, or maybe even that's his superhero name. Either way, yeah,
Yeah,
it was cool.
and I know who they should cast as Jon Stewart. I'd want him to go with John David Washington.
John David Washington. Huh? Let me see who he is.
He's in Tenet.
Oh, him? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And he plays Ricky on Ballers.
John David Washington. Okay. I could see him. But I could also see hold on, let me see. Now, although yes, he would be a little too old, but I mean I think he would but I think this would be a good
Who is it?
let me pull it up again.
It can't be Idris Elba because he's already in the Suicide Squad.
Michael J. White.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Bronze Tiger.
Bones Tiger. Now, although yes, he's 52 years old, but he looks like he's in his 30s. Okay.
I'm disappointed they didn't bring him back for the final season of Arrow.
Yeah. There was a lot of missed opportunities in the final season of Arrow.
Yeah, I'm also wondering what's gonna happen to that backdoor pilot they had in episode 9.
Oh, I'm not.
I think it was Green Arrow and the Canaries.
I hope that just got canceled.
Yeah, they haven't had any new updates on it.
Oh, that would be in Shitland. I know.
I mean, the episode ended on a cliffhanger with adult William getting taken.
I really just don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care.
I mean, I have this thing, like, where if it's a cliffhanger, I feel like that just needs to get resolved one way or the other.
Yeah. I really didn't. I just really didn't care because the daughter takes over as Green Arrow.
Yeah,
You know my feelings about that. You know.
yeah, I do. I mean, she could have gone by a different name.
Yeah, like Archer or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she doesn't have to tarnish his legacy.
I'll be right back.
All right.
So yeah. Let's see. All right, let's talk about one last thing, and that's the last thing on DC, which is which one was it? Oh, that's right. Well, actually, there's two more things. The Gotham PD series set in the Matt Reeves universe, and the Man of Steel 2.
I'm honestly not sure about that Gotham PD series. I mean, there's already been a Gotham TV show. Look at how that turned out. I mean, I stopped watching midway through season 1.
Yeah. I stopped completely in both. I stopped. I legit just stopped. Like when they started introducing the Joker, it got me into it again, and then it's just okay. You're gonna kill him off. Okay, that's fine. Then you're gonna bring him back again. Oh, okay. Here's the true definitive version of the Joker. Okay. I don't know.
And also at times that show would also keep taking very long breaks during the season.
Oh, I know. So I don't know exactly what's gonna happen in this new one. I mean, all we know right now is that HBO Max has given a series commitment to a drama set in the GCPD from Matt Reeves and Terrence Winter. Variety has learned the untitled series will be set in the world of Matt Reeves is creating for the feature film The Batman, with the intent being to launch a new Batman universe across multiple platforms. It is said to be built on the film's examination of the astronomy and corruption in Gotham City. It is the first project announced under Reeves' new overall deal with Warner Brothers Television Group. This is an amazing opportunity not only to expand the vision of the world that I'm creating in film, but to explore it in the kind of depth and detail that only a long format can afford. And getting to the work, incredibly talented Terrence Winter, who has also written so insightfully and powerful about worlds of crime and corruption, is an absolute dream, Reeves said. Winter is writing an exclusive. Winter is writing and exclusive producing the series. Reeves will executive produce under his Sixth and Idaho banner, along with the company's Daniel Pipsky and Adam Kassan. Dylan Clark will also executive produce with Six Idaho's Rafi Cronhan, co-executive producing Warner Brothers television studio. We are so fortunate to have such a great partners with Matt, Dylan, and Terry, and unprecedented access to the wealth of IP from our partners at Warner Brothers and DC, said Sarah Albury, head of the original content for HBO Max. Reeves is currently directing and producing The Batman, which is slated to hit theaters in October. Reeves' other feature credits include The Fourth Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and the former of which he co-wrote and directed. The latter he directed in six on the television side. Idaho is currently producing on the Netflix series Away, Amazon's Tales from a Loop. The company is also behind an NBC pilot, Ordinary Joe. Starring James Falk, and television's Reeves co-created, executive produced the hit series Felicity on the WB alongside J.J. Abrams, and he directed the pilot and several additional episodes. Winter previously served as a writer, executive producer, and director on the landmark HBO series The Sopranos. Oh, okay.
I need to watch that show, The Sopranos.
Interesting. He earned 12 nominations for his time on the show, winning 4. He then went on to create HBO series Boardwalk Empire, and co-created HBO's Vinyl, serving as a showrunner and exclusive producer on both shows. On the film side, Winter received an Oscar nomination for his work in the screenplay for Martin Scorsese's The Wolf on Wall Street. Okay, so just keep going. Damn. It goes on for a little bit more, but I mean, oh, okay. So here's something about the Fox's version. So this show will be the second specifically about Gotham's police department. Fox aired the drama series Gotham from 2014 to 2019 for 5 seasons and 100 episodes. The show chronicled the career of Jim Gordon prior to Batman's first appearance in Gotham City. Yeah, and look how that turned out.
Not so good.
So I mean, all I care about is it's gonna be dark. Or I hope it's dark, which most likely will be, but that's just me. And I hope it has nothing to do with. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's planning on doing with it, but I just hope it does not have the same effect as the Fox's version of Gotham, and same like career path kind of type of,
Yeah, like a carbon copy.
like okay, I like if it's, but although I don't know if it, I mean, maybe they can reference the events of the Batman or whatever they're calling Matt Reeves' Batman, which I think that they should call it the Batman or the Vengeance. They. I don't know what they're going to be calling, but yeah, Matt Reeves' Batman. Like if they can reference a few things that, which most likely they are, but if it's like set before that, then I don't know. But if it's like set after the events of the movie, I'm actually okay with it. But if it's not, then it's like a repeat of Fox's Gotham. So I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe even better once they have a trailer for this for the series and it's actually really good. Then I'll watch it. I'll give the first episode a shot. But
I just hope the production value's good.
I hope it's not like a what you call it. Like I hope it's like movie quality kind of type of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on to better news. Henry Cavill wants to adapt for Man of Steel 2. He wants to adapt a comic books storyline. So let's go on to that.
It's interesting.
So this is what he has to say, and this came out.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I just gotta go do something real fast.
All right. Oh. Anyway, let's continue trying until Spider 22 gets back. But yeah, like I said, I hope it's a little bit better. The Gotham series, the new one that's coming out by Matt Reeves, set in Matt Reeves' universe. Let's see what time is it? Okay. Oh my gosh. I think we're already at our first hour. Sorry, I think we're already at like our first hour mark now. So let's see.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So now this came out. Let me double check. This actually came out. Not this month. Well, this month, like 2 years ago, in 2018. On the 27th. So next Monday. 2 years ago. This actually came out, yeah. So he basically says he wants to adapt this this idea. He wants to adapt this storyline. Superman actors, Man of Steel 2 idea sounds a lot of leftovers, like the leftovers. Okay, whatever. The future of the DC extended universe may lie in Aquaman's hands, but Henry Cavill still has ideas for the sequel of Man of Steel 2 for 2013's Man of Steel. Specifically, the brawny actor and self-proclaimed comic book fan, he says he wants for a film based on the 2004 Superman arc For Tomorrow. On Wednesday, during a Facebook live stream on Henry Cavill promote the dope as hell Mission Impossible Fallout, which was a damn good movie. The DC film star answered questions about the future Men of Steel movies. In response, Henry Cavill says he wants to star in an adaptation for Superman for Tomorrow storyline that bears a similar promise to the HBO sci-fi drama The Leftovers. Really? Okay. I'm a huge fan of the Superman comic books. Obviously, we've covered a lot. We good stuff from the comics. In part of the movie, in part in the movies, so I couldn't necessarily say those Cavill said during the stream. But I can say that one of my favorite books is Superman for Tomorrow. That one, I think, could certainly draw some inspiration from that. And I think it would make a really good movie. And Superman for Tomorrow, published in Superman issues number 204 and 215 under the Superstar creative team of Brian Azzarello, Scott Williams, and Jim Lee. A million people of Earth inexplicably disappear, including Lois Lane, as Superman tries to figure out just what in Raul's name happened. Superman confides in a troubled priest who is the midst of the crisis of faith. For Tomorrow isn't the best Superman story of all time, but it is one of the most profound. It stands as a compelling thought exercise in what it means to have faith in a universe where beings can fly, run at the speed of light, and even exist as literal new gods. Though to me, the best version of their story remains in the Mark Wade's Kingdom Come. For Tomorrow would certainly make a great movie, possibly even better as a TV show, as a TV series, which is what made The Leftovers a winner for those who stuck around after the meandering first season. Will Cavill get his wish for Superman for Tomorrow movie? It depends if the heroes like Shazam and Aquaman kick enough ass at the box office for fans to renew their faith in the DCEU. Mission Impossible is Fallout is now in theaters. So, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like an interesting storyline. Now I have not read this storyline before, but it sounds like a really good storyline just from reading this. And if Henry thinks that this is a good storyline he wants to do, by all means,
They should do it.
Do it. By all means, do it. Now, I don't know exactly what happens in this storyline, but it would also make a really good thing for Brainiac to appear.
That'd be cool for him to appear in a movie, live action.
Yeah.
That is.
The reason why is because of this. A million people on Earth just disappear without a trace. It sounds like something like what Brainiac would do. I mean, although yes, he would be stealing like a city, but it sounds like something like he would do. But it seems like it's a really good story. Which now I've got to go ahead and look for it. See what happens. But by all means, if he wants to do it, do it. And with the success of already Aquaman and Shazam, yeah, by all means, let him do it. AT&T should let him do it.
I agree.
Now that they are basically like, okay, you suck. Oh, okay, we want you back. Okay, we want you back. Yeah, it's like, go, have fun. I don't know. That's kind of like how I'm seeing AT&T like doing their business right now in the movie universe right now.
They've been pretty good at it.
Yeah.
They seem to listen.
Yeah, which is good.
If it wasn't for them, then the Snyder Cut wouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I think it's a good thing. Let me see. What else? Well, I guess that's all that we can really talk about in the DC part of the on the DC side. Do we have any? Oh wait, that's right. We talked a little bit about Marvel. I want to step into my. I want to step in. I really want to be. I really want to say some stuff about this. About Star Wars resets. Star Wars resetting, includes Kathleen Kennedy stepping down.
It should be good. But I don't know how I feel about them erasing the sequel trilogy.
How I to finally see this happen. All right, Kathleen Kennedy's a bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out right now.
Well, that I can agree with.
She's a bitch. Okay, let's start this off good. All right. One, she fucked up. Okay, she fucked up. She fucked up bad by giving 3 directors. No, even more than that. About like 10 directors. All having this one great vision from you got the Benioff and Weiss, the people from Game of Thrones coming in and trying to do what I thought would be a great movie, a great trilogy of movies, which is the Old Republic. And then she says, or she kicks them away. We got Solo that sucked.
She's made a lot of stupid decisions.
We got at least the only successful thing that she's actually done is The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
And
that's about it.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Wait, which episode were you about to say?
Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, he fucked up big time. From Solo, okay, even though Ron Howard stepped in at the last minute, at least that was a good improvement. But I wanted to see what the last, but whoever directed it, from, oh my god, it just, she's finally stepping down, and I'm happy. I am so happy. She has. Oh my
Made
god.
a lot of dumb decisions.
Like, oh my god. From from going from one director to another to another to another to multiple series to these multiple new series for the Star Wars universe, which I completely just am not even interested in. Which, aside from Obi-Wan, I am interested in. Mandalorian, which is continuing, which is great. But that's about it. That is about it. That's the only successful things that she has done. She fucked up in the new trilogy by doing it by having 3 directors, and then what was it? What was it? Tarantino, or not Tarantino, but it was.
Was it Ryan Johnson?
It was J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson, and then there was one that was going to.
Oh, Colin Trevorrow was his name.
Yeah, Colin Trevorrow. Then she fucked that up. Okay, she fucked up with him, saying he wanted to keep Luke around, which was, I think, which would have been awesome. And they decided not to do that, so he steps away, and then they bring in J.J. Abrams again, which I have my mixed feelings about that right now, because after like months and months and months of thinking on Rise of Skywalker,
You're not a big fan of it?
not anymore.
Mm.
Not anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some parts are good, some parts are not. Like, some parts are good, but like, it's the execution of Rey. Like, at the very end of the movie, like, spoilers, or well, actually, by this time,
Yeah.
it's already out.
I mean, yeah, they could have done the sequel trilogy better.
Yeah, they really could have. But you know what? If that means you're then rebooting the series, if that means rebooting retconning the entire trilogy again, I'm okay. But that just means that the one thing is for sure is that you're not gonna have Leia. You're not gonna have Leia anymore because Carrie Fisher's gone.
Yeah, and I don't know if Harrison Ford or Mark Hamill would want to come back.
I mean, unless if they do him justice.
True.
Then I'm okay with it. But I don't know either. I really don't. Or they just retcon it and then you just leave it with the original 6. The original 6 movies. Because those are the best movies ever.
I agree.
But basically, this is what now. This is what's coming from Cosmic Book News, which this is the only thing I can really find on this. What's going on? It's basically saying Star Wars resets. Star Wars reset includes Kathleen Kennedy stepping down. It is claimed that Kathleen Kennedy will be stepping down from Lucasfilm to start her own female-centric production company. Ugh.
Yeah, man. Hopefully she doesn't make a Charlie's Angels sequel.
Basically a woke Okay, I'm sorry, but that it's a woke. Okay, woke production. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's, literally that's what it says. Basically, in my mind, which follows the rumor that Disney is resetting Star Wars. Good. At least if you can do that, then that's good. Get the last 3 fucking movies out of here. I don't need them.
So are you not a fan of Force Awakens?
Force Awakens is great because it actually felt like Star Wars. The other 2 movies,
Yeah.
shit.
It's been years since I last seen Force Awakens.
But if that means they have to reset that entire trilogy again, by all means. If they want to reset it, by all means, they have the rights to. As long as I get details once again come from the future ruler of the Earth, Lord Doomclaw. Okay. From the Overlord the DVD YouTube channel. We call it as Doom Clock. Well, it's actually Doom. I'm not going to say that last one. I'm just gonna call him Doom Clock. Who revealed all of those Star Wars Rise of Skywalker spoilers, and Doom Clock even revealed trouble at Disney with Brie Larson. Prior to directing the and writing team being let go from Captain Marvel sequel. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Star Wars Civil War taking place at Lucasfilm. Doom Clock has gone on record stating the sources have filled him in a secret plan is in the works to save Star Wars. That involves some sort of Star Wars Civil War taking place at Lucasfilm between by Kathleen Kennedy and those loyal to George Lucas, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. The two true successors that I believe that should take over as presidents for maybe even have 2 presidents in this film, to be honest. After Kathleen Kennedy leaves. In Doom Clock's previous report, it is stated that Star Wars reset will involve erasure of The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Though a concept introduced in the oh god, no.
What?
Okay. Yeah, okay. This is probably how they're going to erase it. Okay, so through a concept introduced in the Rebel animated series, The Veil of the Force. Kathleen Kennedy's reign of terror is almost at an end. Claims the YouTuber. I've been sitting on this information for weeks, seeking further confirmation, but at this point I've heard enough from various viewpoints to credit this rumor may have some validity to it. It's explained that Kathleen Kennedy is dead set against plan. Wait, okay. It's explained that It is explained that Kennedy is dead set against the plan as it will undo everything she has done for Disney Star Wars. Fuck that shit. Let it do. Done with Disney Star Wars. It attacks her legacy. Fuck her legacy.
Yeah, it's time for a change.
Fuck her legacy. I don't give a shit. She fucked it up. She just fucked it up completely. It attacks her legacy in a fundamental way. It says Doom Clock. Actually, that's what it actually says. It's a stinging rebuke to her authority and vision and reputation of her brand of identity and politics, and a single to a grateful world that the Force isn't female at that the Force isn't female at all, but belongs to everyone. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. Kathleen Kennedy not renewing Star Wars contract. Obviously, the plan to save Star Wars couldn't happen with Kennedy in charge of Lucasfilm, which means when her contract expires in 2021, she is out. By all means, a grateful universe means without her. Nearly a month ago, my source notified me that a big meeting had taken place regarding the future of Lucasfilm. Bob Iger and Bob Chapek both participated in the meeting, which is significant, but even more significant was who did not participate in the meeting. Kathleen Kennedy, the head of Lucasfilm, says Doomcock, whatever, or Doom Clock, whatever. I am informed that Kennedy never misses meetings like these, so her absence was notable. One would think a meeting about the future of Lucasfilm would include the head of Lucasfilm. Okay, but according to my source, Kennedy did not participate in this meeting. It's claimed that a few days prior to the big meeting, Kathleen Kennedy had a meeting of her own that lasted an hour, and after she left, Kennedy withdrew from contact and underlings. A couple weeks ago, Kennedy's right hand contacted the staff, which is predominantly female. God. If not exclusively, the reportedly conveyed the following message on the behalf of Kathleen Kennedy. Miss Kathy has decided she will not be pursuing the extension of her contract. Good. So if you wish to stay with her, you best be making up your minds. You have time. There's no need to have any rash decisions, but Miss Kathy has plans to open a family's female-centric production company by the YouTuber. According to Doom Clock or Clock, whatever. There are rumors going around Lucasfilm that the meeting Kennedy attended saw Kennedy provided the data regarding how Star Wars has been failing under her leadership since the takeover by Disney. And as the movies, merchandise, and parks have been downtrending, some something I have been covering for years. At this point, I have been informed that Kennedy's contract will not be renewed. Says Doom Clock, whatever. Whatever this person's name is. She will be going to create her own production. Her leadership will be missed, but Disney looks forward to what Kathleen will do in her company. If it's true, Kathleen Kennedy Reign of Terror may finally be nearing its end, and a Reign of Terror is exactly what it's rumored to have been. After the financial success of the Force Awakens, Kathleen Kennedy was foolishly given free reign to do whatever she wanted with Last Jedi. Oh God! The result was a sham, a crass or whatever, and tasteless propaganda film. A shameless checklist of woke taking points over filling with virtual signaling and contempt for what Kennedy perceives as the patriotic, utterly devoid of narrative coherence, creative integrity, and anything resembling Star Wars. Much longer. Okay, well, it's still going. Hold on. Still got a little bit more. Coherence, creating integrity, resembling Star Wars. Kennedy had way with Star Wars in an almost biblical sense, then set about changing the culture and mission of Lucasfilm, stacking the staff with feminist ideologies, whatever, and weeding out the employees that failed to live up to her political ineptitude test. In case point, Dave Filoni. Doom Clock goes to explain that several years ago, Dave Filoni mocked fans at a women's conference. And Doom Clock brought up concerns about Filoni. He says his source filled him in that those comments were basically coerced because at the time, 4 years ago, Kennedy was in charge, and you didn't step out of line if you wanted to keep working there. She had her agenda. She told the monkey to dance, and he did. Damn, says Doomcock, source at Lucasfilm. Damn. All right, hold on. Okay, so here's some bright news. Star Wars: There is a New Hope. Another Doomcock source says that while things have been better, Lucasfilm, there is hope. The whatever, I can't pronounce this word, but is genuine. Lucasfilm is a house at times bitterly divided, and there is indeed a new hope for Star Wars, as a number of positive changes are rumored to be coming, says the source. Again, as previously explained, the plan to use the Veil of the Force, cancel out Kennedy's sequel trilogy, and decanonize things. Basically, what that's referencing is doing some kind of like time traveling, wiping that out, which is stupid. Never really thought that would actually come. Doomcock points out that Kathleen Kennedy leaving Disney and Lucasfilm looks to be true because the recent announcement regarding Star Wars Celebration getting pushed back by 2 years, which is the year after after Kennedy's contract expires. Why pre-cancel the event for 2021? After all, no one has an idea what the situation from the contagion will be like for from a year from now on. Why not just wait to see? Why postpone the event to 2022? Well, my friends, ask yourself, why did the wait? Well, my friends, ask yourself, what will of the fuck? Well, my friends, ask yourself, what will of the end by 2022? The answer is simple. Kathleen Kennedy's contract. He explains. Doomclock goes on to say that starting 2022, Disney wants to start fresh with the franchise and bringing back old Disney wants to start fresh with the franchise and bringing the old fans back. He says that Star Wars Celebration 2022 will see the announcement of a new head of Lucasfilm, if not prior, and that Kennedy will be moving on. It would be indeed a significant reset for Lucasfilm, and it would generate genuine heat for a new revamped Star Wars, moving back to the basics. Lucas originally intended and away from the divisive identity politics that has crippled the franchise and divided the fan base, he says. It said that one source is stating Jon Favreau will be named as the new head of Lucasfilm. However, another source of Doomclocks says that the completely natural party will be brought in as the new head of Lucasfilm, moving away to calm down the internal problems and start fresh. An additional rumor is stating that the Disney parks, including Galaxy's Edge, will get remodeled to include actual Star Wars for the fans. Wow, that was so long. So
interesting strategy. They have plans for.
Yeah. If John Favreau becomes the president, I actually see that working out because because now I've only seen only because I've only seen like a few episodes of that documentary of the of the Mandalorian, making of the Mandalorian, and Although I have not come, even though I have to finish it up yet. The From what I could tell from the first 2 episodes, Jon Favreau is most likely probably the best candidate to step in the shoes of being the president of Lucasfilm. Him or Dave Filoni, which is the creator of Rebels and Clone Wars.
I think both of them would do good leading Lucasfilm.
Yeah, I could even see it as like maybe even doing like a co presidentship or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So I thought that was cool. But I am glad that finally she's stepping down, and it's been a long time coming. Let me see. And then I think there's one more. I think that basically covers everything. Let me see. Oh, did you hear about the Eternals having a trailer coming out soon?
I did not.
Yeah. It's well. No, I think this came out from everything else, or no. Get it out. Everything always. He said that either a teaser trailer or is coming out in about 2 weeks. This was like last week was when he posted this. Is when he said it. If I'm correct.
Simple as a struggling act.
Stupid ads.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Always. My name's Michael. Now, in the last couple of weeks, we've seen evidence that things are starting to slowly turn back up over at Marvel Studios. Some light marketing for Black Widow and some murmurs be an Eternals trailer on the way, maybe even a trailer for some of the Disney Plus series. Now, recently, disappointed by the news, not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con at home, but now a brand new updated report, any real truth to that, now being rumored that once the NBA returns, they're going to attach the first Eternals teaser trailer to the games for that season and playoffs. And guys, that makes perfect sense. It's right on par course for Marvel Studios. Think about it. All of the Black Widow trailers, Captain Marvel, and of course Avengers Endgame, all lined up with super big football games, both college and NFL alike in the Super Bowl. It's what they've always done. And again, because they own ESPN, sort of like one big honeypot for them, they use the sports and their platform at ESPN to market their huge trailers, put it in front of many eyes as possible. This would be no.
Well, either way, it's supposed to be coming pretty soon.
It's good.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. That's from what aside from another Star Wars news, but I guess we can save that for next week or next time.
All right.
But this was good.
I agree.
I think we covered a lot though. Which is
Same.
great. But yeah. So this is the end of the podcast. This is my name. My name is dcmarvelanime.
I'm Spider 22.
We'll talk to you guys next time.
Later.
Later.
Night.